from eerie footage of dangerous solo van camping encounters.
Hello? How can I help you?
To bone-chilling skinwalkers on camera and bizarre UFO sightings that defy all logic. The mysterious demise of Elisa Lam at the Cecil Hotel is one of the internet's strangest cases, and all we have is this strange, unsettling elevator footage as the final moments she was seen alive. Recorded in 2013 at the Cecil Hotel, this footage shows Elisa stepping into the elevator and starts acting oddly. She presses multiple buttons, peers anxiously into the hallway, and steps in and out like she's avoiding someone or something lurking nearby. It's like she's trying to communicate with something unseen. But here's the strangest part. The elevator doors remain open the entire time, as if frozen. I've never seen an elevator do that. Only after she walks away do the doors finally close, like nothing happened. Who or what was she running from? This video raises more questions than answers, cementing this as one of the internet's most unsettling mysteries. This next video dives into the eerie discovery of strange three-fingered mummies in Nazca, Peru, challenging what we thought we knew about history.
The three fingers is a characteristic that makes it unique and unforgettable. And that is what exactly makes us think that this does not belong to a human species.
Unearthed in 2017, this is one of 6 three-fingered mummies found in Nazca. Tests on these skeletons suggest they may indeed be real. It was well documented, with multiple interviews of experts claiming it to be not a hoax.
We brought it out and pulled it out of the box. It was a stunned silence at first.
It was prepared mummy. The size of this humanoid was 168 centimeters.
The largest mummy, known as Maria, was identified as female, and carbon dating places her age at 1700 years. Her body has an alien-like structure, with elongated arms reaching her knees and a strangely shaped head. The decomposition seems typical for a human, but this discovery makes us wonder, could our ancient ancestors have encountered beings from another world? If the three-fingered alien wasn't strange enough, wait till you see this, a chicken with an extra pair of limbs. This bird looks like something generated by an AI prompt that combines 2 animals. It has 4 legs, 2 in the front and 2 long ones in the back. The back portion appears limp, almost dead. Despite this, the chicken stands upright as if it's perfectly fine with its extra appendages. Anyone knows how something like this can happen. If your pet, whether it's a cat or dog, starts looking a little too weird, a little too humanoid, you might want to back away slowly and call for help. It could be a skinwalker. This is definitely not your average cat. Something about the way it moves, the way it licks that fence, it doesn't sit right. It seems this skinwalker tried to disguise itself as a cat, but failed. The creepy way it's licking that fence is nightmare fuel. I suspect it's an AI creation, but even if that's the case, the sheer eeriness of the concept is chilling. Witnesses in Baltimore are asking for help identifying a strange phenomenon that's left everyone completely shocked.
That is some kind of an artificial background, an artificial sky, yellow. Looks like wires, maybe? Yeah, that's trippy. That's trippy. Hold up, let me get another angle. Gotta see this. Look at this. big time. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Get out of the way. Look at this.
It looks like some kind of magic being cast in the sky, flames or flares spreading across the horizon, almost as if the sun's rays are interacting with something in the atmosphere. It's got that eerie, unexplainable vibe to it, almost like something otherworldly is happening up there. Some viewers are even claiming it's the veil being lifted by some higher power. But what do you think? Is it some cosmic anomaly, or is there something more behind it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Ever wonder what it's like to make peace with the paranormal? This Russian guy has a story for you. It's odd. The object fell on its own. I own one of those, and they're pretty heavy, so wind wouldn't just tip it over. The ghost seems more confident, making itself known like that, and the owner seems to accept it as part of his life.
Ты будешь готовить? Яйца пожарь. Хоть толк будет.
The owner looks so used to it that he even offers it an egg. Maybe it's a jinn, as they're known in Arabic folklore. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem hostile, so maybe befriending it was the right call. A neighborhood in Mexico was thrown into terror by eerie, screeching cries echoing through the streets at night, and this is what they recorded.
Déjelo ahí grabando para que grabe el grito también de la tonalidad.
Bueno, ¿ya esa edificación de ella está vacía?
Y que está vacía.
The screams are haunting and eerily resemble those of the Mexican folklore legend, La Llorona. The power and tone seem inhuman. Some say it might be someone on drugs or experiencing a mental crisis. But for the terrified residents, this was an absolute nightmare. Whatever it was, it felt like La Llorona had come to claim the night. This couple was left utterly confused when they spotted a bizarre creature emerging from the water in a way they'd never seen before.
What is that?
I thought it was like somebody up there, maybe like fishing or something.
I'm scared. Honestly, is it a snake? There's no way.
I don't know what the hell that was.
At first glance, it looks like a snake swimming, except snakes don't swim like that. So, what on earth is that thing? After some research, I found out it's a bird called an anhinga. With their long necks and webbed feet, they're often mistaken for alien-like swimmers. Anhingas can dive underwater to hunt, stabbing fish and frogs with their bills, then either toss their catch in the air or bring it ashore to eat. Even though it's a known species, its hunting style still feels otherworldly. Staying at her grandparents' house, Jalen noticed something off about the room she used to stay in, and recording it confirmed her suspicions.
This thing just moved.
It started when she saw that balloon move on its own while she was resting. She suspects the doll in the room was responsible for it.
You're down, you don't care if it's $5 or something like, you just happy that you moved to 202. The injury to Parsons, and we don't know anything at this point, he just left by a car with a left shoe off. How do you assess what that man is? Even if it's trouble.
The doll does seem to be haunted as it moves the balloon and then slowly closes the door right in front of the girl. If that's not enough, this happened.
Are you real? You can do it again. I won't watch.
Seeing it happen right in front of you is terrifying. But honestly, who puts a doll like that on a couch in front of the bed? Not me. Next up, we have a video that looks like it came straight from another world, showing what could be a real-life venomous virus in action.
Airport's putting some weird shit in here. Honestly, look at this. What is that? That is like the venom virus. That spews out like fucking the venom virus. That spews out? Yeah. Oh my god.
What in the world is that? It's got that eerie, web-like structure, like it's infesting the stone. Its translucent white body has veins pulsing out and attaching itself to a rock. And as the camera pans around, we see another massive creature lurking in the background, looking almost alien in nature. After some digging, I discovered it's a ribbon worm. Ribbon worms shoot out a net-like proboscis to catch prey. Even if it's just a worm, it feels like something not from this planet. What seemed like a routine traffic stop by a police officer quickly turned into one of the most chilling moments ever caught on a body cam.
Stop signs.
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's a birthday party.
Got it.
Not mine, but...
Sarah was pulled over for speeding on her way back from a friend's birthday party. Everything seemed totally normal until this happened.
Alright. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck? Sarah? 3201 to dispatch.
She just vanished. No sound, no movement, just gone, like she never existed. The officer is left utterly confused, trying to make sense of this bizarre occurrence. Was she some kind of magician? Or was there something much stranger going on? One thing's for sure, that's one way to avoid a ticket. Our brains are wired to see faces in random patterns, but this one doesn't feel like just our imagination. There it is, a chilling face made entirely of dust on the wall. At first, it seems small, but what's creepier is the way it stares directly at the camera. It almost looks like the face of a witch, watching you from the shadows of the wall. Sure, It's probably just some random dust, but the accuracy, it's unsettling. Could this be a coincidence, or is something else watching us from within the walls? This next video was uploaded on TikTok by someone claiming to experience strange occurrences in their house. And after watching this, I'm starting to believe them.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard that lady crying again, coming out of the kitchen. I'm freaking out.
The uploader was just minding their business when they felt like someone was watching them. As they record, the house is eerily quiet, but there are faint noises here and there until this happens at the end.
No. Fuck no.
The ghost's presence is unmistakably aggressive. It's practically forcing itself into the frame. With how it's showing itself, it's hard to deny the house is haunted. Honestly, if I were the homeowner, I'd be looking for a new place to live, because whatever's there definitely doesn't want to share the space. The Loch Ness Monster's mysteries might have been around for ages, but it looks like there's a new creature lurking in the waters. And trust me, it's terrifying. It's long and moves with unsettling speed, and its smooth, textureless body only adds to the horror. People nearby were screaming as it approached, but if you ask me, it could be a plastic pipe or driftwood. I'd rather not believe a creature like this exists. There are two types of people in the world, those who believe in aliens and those who don't. But this video, from 2002, it's enough to shock both sides.
¿Cómo apareció de repente?
No sé.
No se aprecia lo que es ya. No. Es algo raro que vemos ahí, pero no se aprecia qué es lo que es.
At first, it looks like some kind of ship floating on the surface. But then, as the video jumps forward a minute, its shape has changed, and we're left staring at something otherworldly. The witnesses behind the camera are calling it a submarine. But come on, that thing doesn't look like any submarine I've ever seen. So, what in the hell was that? Is it an alien craft trying to invade us from the ocean depths? Or maybe, just maybe, they've been living there all along? This next video from Geneva Airport in Switzerland might just be the proof we've all been waiting for. There's definitely more to the sky than we know. Did you see that? It's like a small pod zipping across the sky at lightning speed. It's compact, round, and it looks just big enough to hold one or maybe two humans. Some believe these alien pods are actually created by mini UFOs. So, who knows? Maybe there was a mini UFO hovering around too. This footage could be genuine proof that our neighbors from beyond the stars have been sniffing around Earth. Playing with fireworks might annoy your neighbors, but it can also disturb creatures you definitely don't want to mess with, like these unfortunate boys.
What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell?
This YouTube video captures a terrifying encounter between two boys and an unknown creature in the North Georgia woods. It's nighttime, and the boys are setting off fireworks when they hear a deep, menacing growl from the distance.
Yeah.
Despite the chilling sound, they decide to investigate. To their horror, they stumble upon a tall humanoid creature with completely white skin. Surprisingly, the boys initially react with laughter and attempt to provoke the creature.
Oh, yeah, get it!
This quickly backfires as the creature becomes agitated and gives chase. The boys finally realize the gravity of the situation and run for their lives. This creature was seriously creepy, covered in a red substance that made it look straight out of a zombie movie. Lesson learned: don't mess with fireworks in the woods. You never know what terrifying creatures might be lurking there. Visiting a park for a calm and peaceful experience with your family sounds idyllic, right? But who would expect the Earth to explode, sending debris hundreds of miles into the sky?
Run, 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 run! Shit!
Unbelievable. This terrifying footage was captured by a tourist in Yellowstone National Park. They witnessed something they'll never forget. The ground erupted, hurling rocks and smoke high into the air. People panicked, scrambling for safety. The aftermath is shocking. The boardwalk is covered in debris, with huge rocks scattered everywhere. This happened on July 23, 2024. A hydrothermal explosion at Biscuit Basin caused this chaos. Water rapidly turned to steam in the shallow underground system, creating a powerful blast. It sent grapefruit-sized rocks flying hundreds of feet, and some massive boulders landed nearby. The explosion was terrifying, and it's a stark reminder of nature's raw power. Radiation from radioactive material is terrifying. It's like a silent killer, slowly destroying cells one by one, and before you realize it, the damage is irreversible. This fish from 1946 is a chilling testament to this invisible threat. This isn't an ordinary X-ray. It's a haunting self-portrait captured on film. This is a puffy surgeonfish, its body transformed into a ghostly glow by the radiation it absorbed. The bright spot in its belly is where it stored algae, but the eerie radiance across its entire body reveals the horrifying truth. It's become a radioactive ghost. Despite its vibrant appearance, this fish was a victim of a nuclear test at Bikini Atoll. It was poisoned with radiation, turning it into a deadly soup. The fish, unable to escape, became a living, breathing X-ray, a haunting reminder of the catastrophic consequences of atomic power. Have you ever done something incredibly stupid, only to realize your mistake a moment too late? Well, these tourists from Pune, India, took things to a whole new level of regret. It's a scene straight out of a horror movie. These poor souls found themselves in the middle of a man-made waterfall, or at least it felt like it. They were climbing the steps of Ragad Fort, enjoying a seemingly normal day, when nature decided to throw a curveball. A sudden, torrential downpour transformed the staircase into a raging river, leaving these tourists clinging desperately to railings and even scaling fences for survival. Imagine being trapped high up on a mountain, with the relentless force of water bearing down on you. There's no escape, no way to call for help. The sheer terror must have been overwhelming. With the steep incline of the mountain, the water pressure is immense. One slip and they would be swept away, plummeting hundreds of feet to their doom. It's a nightmare scenario that's hard to comprehend until you witness it firsthand. When we hear the word fish, most of us envision those adorable toothless creatures with cute, goopy faces. However, this video from an aquarium will turn them into your worst nightmare. This footage was recorded by a tourist at a fish aquarium in Japan when they stumbled upon a truly bizarre group of fish. The video showcases a group of fish with glowing eyes and a rather dark aura, staring intently outwards at something. These fish are fixated on something outside the tank, and they seem to desire it. They resemble those zombies, like just look at their lifeless stare and those glowing eyes, creating an eerie atmosphere. The dark, foggy tank adds to the nightmarish appearance of these creatures. Imagine waking up at night to find them all watching you from the aquarium. It's terrifying. After watching this video, I might lose my appetite for fish dishes, no lie. Boeing planes are notorious for controversial construction failures, and this video from a passenger speaks volumes. That's undeniably a loose bolt. This footage was captured by a passenger on a Boeing plane just as it was about to take off. The camera zooms in on the plane's wing, revealing a loose bolt protruding from its surface. Clearly, it hasn't been tightened properly and appears on the verge of falling off. Anyone on board would be terrified, as even on a massive aircraft like this, a tiny bolt can trigger a catastrophic disaster. While I suspect there are 4 or 5 other bolts around it for reinforcement, this single loose one poses a significant risk. Boeing has admitted that countless crashes were due to design flaws, claiming to have rectified the issue. However, this video suggests otherwise. Ever wondered how those incredible skiing videos are captured? Well, if you have, this next clip will reveal the secret. Isn't that astonishing? This video was recorded by a skier who wanted to showcase the other side of the camera while capturing skiing footage. In the video, we see the cameraman holding a professional camera stand in his hand as he skids down the hill. He's keeping pace with the other skiers he's recording, and he's doing it effortlessly, unlike the other professional skiers who rely solely on their weight. This guy is carrying a camera stand that probably weighs over 30 kilograms, in addition to his own body weight, and he's balancing it perfectly. This guy possesses incredible skills to achieve such a perfect shot. Moreover, he's taking a significant risk. One fall could result in thousands of dollars in damages, not to mention injuries to himself. Regardless, I don't know about you, but I definitely want him to be my wedding photographer in the future. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This next video will convince you not to ignore random calls on the street, thinking it's just your imagination. Perhaps it's someone trapped in a wall.
Where are you? There's somebody in the wall. Help is on the way!
Incredibly, this person was literally stuck in a wall. This video was captured by a man riding his scooter when he heard someone calling for help from an alleyway. However, upon looking inside, he found no one there. The video shows people shining flashlights on a graffiti-covered wall as cries for help emanate from within. It appeared as if someone was trapped inside the wall and calling for assistance. The cameraman confirmed the voice and called for help. When the police and fire department arrived, they demolished the wall to find the person trapped inside. He had been stuck for a staggering 19 hours before help arrived, with the rescue operation taking another 2 hours. Thankfully, the person was safe and unharmed, but the question remains: how on earth did he end up in a wall? There was a small gap between the wall and the adjacent building, and the man had fallen into it, becoming trapped. I mean, thank goodness this cameraman heard his cries, or who knows who would have realized there was a person inside a literal wall. I'm not a big fan of letting your dog outside at night. You simply can't trust the wild, and this video is the perfect example. This horrifying footage comes from a home security camera. It's nighttime, and we see a mountain lion casually walking up to the house gate. With a swift pounce, it leaps onto the fence wall and begins surveying the property. The lion lingers on the wall for quite a while before charging at something unseen. It disappears behind the wall, only to reappear moments later with the homeowner's dog in its mouth. The video ends there. It's a truly heartbreaking sight. And I can't imagine the owners suffering. Small dogs and cats are prime targets for these animals, and even smaller predators like owls, eagles, and bears can pose a threat to smaller breeds. Please keep your dog safe inside, especially at night. Hazy, muddy water is always creepy because you never know what's lurking beneath the surface. But when it comes to the Everglades, things get downright terrifying.
Hey, oh my goodness, look at those, look at that fuzzy face.
This video was recorded by a woman paddling through the Everglades when she encountered something underwater that nearly stopped her heart. The water is murky, and there's this massive shape lurking below, barely visible. It looks like a giant alligator stalking her, waiting for the perfect moment to launch an attack. But as the creature surfaces, we realize it's not an alligator at all, just a cute manatee. Manatees are usually shy and calm, so the woman got lucky this time. Imagine if it had been an alligator. That would have been a brutal show in the Everglades, exactly as the place is known for. Nature never ceases to amaze and baffle us. Just when we think we've seen it all, it throws us another curveball, like this incredible video of a snake climbing a tree. I've never seen anything like it. Captured by a stunned hiker, this bizarre scene shows a snake coiling around a tree trunk before uncoiling and propelling itself upward in a swirling motion. It's almost hypnotic to watch as it repeats this process, seemingly effortlessly. Scientists believe snakes grip trees by contracting their muscles, similar to how we humans grip a rope. It's mesmerizing to observe this unique climbing technique. But try imagining yourself up that tree with that snake chasing you. Pure nightmare fuel. It's incredible how diverse birth processes can be across different creatures. Some hatch from eggs, while others are born from a womb. But have you ever witnessed a stingray giving birth?
Have you ever seen that before? No. Did this one stay around or did this one swim off?
That was incredible. This video shows a stingray upside down in the water with these strange tentacle-like things emerging from its body. A few seconds later, 3 adorable baby stingrays emerge one by one and start swimming immediately. It's fascinating to see how they're born upside down and how quickly the babies adapt. Female stingrays typically have 1 litter per year with 2 to 6 pups in each. They're ovoviviparous, meaning the eggs hatch inside the mother's body. Nature is sure full of surprises. Who would thought the ultimate horsepower to defeat an alligator would come in the form of a horse? Captured by a lucky tourist, this video shows a seemingly ordinary scene of horses grazing until a hidden threat is revealed. An alligator disguised among them. One alert horse senses the danger and charges, unleashing a series of powerful stomps that send the alligator into the ground. The dust kicked up by each impact emphasizes the sheer force behind those hooves. It's a shocking display of nature's raw power. While it's undeniably impressive, I can't help but feel sorry for the gator. It wasn't attacking anyone. It was just minding its own business. It seems mammals have a keen sense for reptiles. Like dogs that instinctively react to snakes, this horse likely detected the alligator as a threat, primarily through scent but also by sight. We've all pondered what the end of the world might look like, but I never imagined it would involve jellyfish taking over our waters. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. It's a real video of a beach overrun by thousands of jellyfish. The water is completely filled with these tiny creatures, and it's even more astonishing from above, where the entire surface is covered in them. It's like something out of a nightmare. What's going on? Is there some kind of underwater feast happening? Well, it turns out these jellyfish feed on a wide variety of organisms and can survive in low oxygen conditions. This means they thrive in polluted, nutrient-rich waters that are uninhabitable for many other ocean dwellers, including their natural predators. So their population is exploding. It's surreal to see them in such overwhelming numbers. Can you imagine taking a swim in that? Yikes! You never know what's going on inside an animal's head, especially when it comes to turkeys doing bizarre things like in this video.
Bro, I swear to God, this turkey has been attached to this grave, circling it for like 10... I just started looking 10 minutes ago.
This video, filmed in a cemetery, captures a truly strange spectacle involving a turkey and a tomb. A woman in the video explains that the turkey has been circling a specific grave for about 10 minutes. We can see the turkey pacing and circling around the tombstone, as if drawn to something buried there. People in the comments speculate that the turkey is somehow hearing a grave punishment, but I doubt that's the case. It's more likely the turkey is picking up a scent from the grave, or mistaking something for another turkey. The gravestone is very shiny, almost like a mirror, and turkeys might be seeing their own reflection and trying to figure out what it is. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Your phone slips from your hand and plunges into the deep sea. No worries, a real-life superhero is about to swoop in. This incredible video was captured by a group of tourists on a boat in Norway when one of them dropped their phone overboard. Watch as a beluga whale surfaces with the same iPhone in its mouth and swims towards the astonished tourists. The whale gently delivers the phone and even gives a cute smile, as if saying, "Don't lose it again." It's the kind of story no one would believe without this video. Whales are known for their curiosity and friendly nature. They're one of the most vocal whales, earning the nickname Canaries of the Sea. I wouldn't mind having a beluga pet. Some people think mirrors are just for admiring their beauty, but others believe they're portals to other realities. This video might just support that idea.
That's reflecting on this Boston Pizza. I seriously don't see that car anywhere.
Did you see that? This video was captured by a driver parked in a parking lot when they noticed something strange reflected in a store window. In the video, we clearly see the reflection of an orange Corvette. But when the camera pans around, there's no Corvette, or any orange car for that matter, in the parking lot. It's really weird. Commenters have been speculating, but I like one theory that suggests the reflection shows a black SUV parked behind the orange Corvette. If that's true, it's just a case of a hidden car. But if not, well, maybe we're getting a glimpse of another dimension showing off their fancy vehicles. Ever wondered what a beaver's wet dream would look like? This video from Alajuela might just show you. A Reddit user uploaded this video of a massive mudslide. The mudslide is filled with sticks and logs, creating a chaotic river of wood. The water is almost completely obscured by the sheer volume of logs, making it look like a wooden river. You can even see part of a bridge being damaged by the force of the mudslide, which was closed as a precaution. heavy rainfall caused excessive water runoff, leading to this landslide. Water naturally seeks the easiest path, accumulating in certain areas and forming rivers. Wood floats on the water, dragging other debris with it. I wonder if anyone collects all this wood after it ends up in the water. Fireworks are breathtaking to watch as they illuminate the sky, but they're a different story when one suddenly comes hurtling towards you. This video was captured at a 4th of July celebration at Brigham Young University in Utah. The video shows fighter jets flying over the stadium, followed by a fireworks display. As the fireworks explode in the sky, one malfunctions and heads straight for the audience in the stands, striking just 2 rows behind the cameraman. Approximately 45,000 people were in attendance, and 6 people were taken to the hospital with undisclosed injuries. The malfunctioning firework shot towards the stands in the blink of an eye, leaving no time for anyone to react. Fireworks are beautiful to watch, but after seeing this video, I'm definitely keeping my distance. When luck is on your side, you move differently, just like this guy who narrowly escaped disaster during an axe throwing attempt. This video shows a man throwing an axe at an Axeville when he has a close call. As he throws the axe, it bounces back towards his head. With lightning-fast reflexes, he catches the axe just inches from his face. His friend, standing nearby, is shocked but impressed by his quick thinking. This was a terrifying near miss, and it makes me anxious just watching it. These axe-throwing cabins aren't safe enough. They should have metal fencing to prevent the axe from bouncing back. We just got one of these places in my area, and I was excited to try it out. But after seeing this, I'm not so sure anymore. Our world is packed with mysteries. Bermuda Triangle, ghosts, aliens, Loch Ness Monster, the list goes on. Just when we think the Bigfoot legend is fading, a new video surfaces to reignite the debate. Here's the latest one. A trucker is driving through the countryside at night, his truck's headlights cutting through the darkness. It looks like he's passing a work site, with trees lining both sides of the road and scattered equipment and sheds. As the truck turns, the dashcam captures something eerie. I doubt the driver even noticed. Focus on the center of the screen between those trees. Is that a large Sasquatch or something even more sinister? The video claims it's Bigfoot, but I'm not convinced. This thing looks way scarier. Encountering a Bigfoot is terrifying, sure, but this is next level horror. That face, that body, it's more like an evil ghost than Bigfoot. Regardless, here's another clip to add to the thousands that keep the Bigfoot mystery alive. Our planet is drowning in pollution, and the consequences are becoming increasingly terrifying. One shocking example of this is the bizarre creature captured in this video.
That is not no fish.
Shared by a Reddit user, the footage shows a truly mind-boggling animal. It's a grotesque hybrid with the head of a mouse, the body of a frog, and an unbelievable scaly tail resembling something out of a dragon's lair. It's a creature straight out of a nightmare, and it's living in our polluted waters. I did some digging and found a possible explanation. The midshipman fish. This deep-sea creature looks somewhat similar when viewed upside down, with bioluminescent patterns that match the strange lights on our mystery animal. But there's another possibility. This could be a horrifying result of genetic mutation caused by our polluted environment. Either way, this creature is a chilling reminder of the damage we're inflicting on our planet. We must act now to clean up our water and protect the life within it, before more of these nightmarish abominations emerge. Have you ever heard the spine-chilling urban legend of Shane and Villamain at the South San Antonio railway crossing? If not, prepare to be rattled.
Yeah, her truck is in neutral. Her truck is in neutral. Her truck is in neutral. What the fuck? Okay, let's look at the fingerprints.
This video, recently uploaded to TikTok, shows a daring attempt to uncover the truth behind this infamous urban legend. The story goes that a school bus, filled with innocent children, was once trapped on these tracks. A speeding train couldn't stop in time, resulting in a tragic loss of life. Locals swear that cars parked at this exact spot mysteriously shift into neutral, as if an unseen force is trying to prevent another disaster. Some even claim to find strange hand-shaped marks on their vehicles, like ghostly hands pushing them to safety. Watch as this brave family puts the legend to the test. They cover their car in flour to capture any evidence, and then park it right before the ominous tracks. Just like the stories say, their car inexplicably rolls forward, and there, plain as day, are tiny handprints on the car's back. I'm still shaking. This is more than just a creepy story. It's a haunting reminder that sometimes the truth is far more terrifying than fiction. It's almost as if the spirits of those lost children are still watching over this place, protecting others from a similar fate. Completing your Navy course is a huge deal, a real badge of honor. But this video from the French Navy will make you think twice about celebrating too soon. Can you believe this? This terrifying footage was captured by a soldier filming a buddy who was doing the traditional French Navy end of assignment jump. Everything seemed normal at first. The guy leaps off the ship, hits the water, and starts swimming around. Out of nowhere, a shark explodes from the depths and lunges at the soldier's legs. By some miracle, he manages to dodge those razor-sharp teeth. The shark disappears as quickly as it came, and the soldier scrambles back onto the ship. I mean, talk about a close call. It was like something out of a horror movie. Imagine if the shark had gotten a piece of him. The other soldiers wouldn't have had a chance to react. And let's be real, bullets aren't exactly shark repellent. This whole thing is just insane. You know why we call wild animals wild. This video will show you exactly that. This crazy video comes from Romania. A group of friends were on a leisurely drive through the forest when they spotted a bear. Now you'd think people would keep their distance from a wild animal, right? But no, one guy decided it would be a good idea to feed it. At first, it seems harmless. The bear casually munches on the food being tossed its way. But then, in a blink of an eye, everything changes. The bear, which had been calmly eating, suddenly lunges at the person. The driver, who's filming the whole thing, is so shocked they duck down. We don't see the full attack, but when they look back up, the bear is already running away. This is a perfect example of why you should never mess with wildlife. These animals are in their natural habitat. They don't need us feeding them or trying to be their pals. Let's just appreciate them from a safe distance and leave them alone. The age-old debate about aliens has divided people for generations. Some are convinced extraterrestrial life exists, while others dismiss the idea as pure fantasy. But this video from a cattle ranch in Central America is making everyone question what they believe.
Coño, ahí, déjalo ahí que está parado. No huevo, nada, mire esa mierda. Coño, pero mire, justo en el momento en que nos vinimos, mira.
The footage shows a seemingly ordinary ranch until a bizarre object appears in the sky. A thick white line stretches across the heavens. Unlike any cloud or plane, I've ever seen. After a few tense seconds, the mysterious line vanishes without a trace. What on earth was that? I mean, it's impossible to explain. It defies logic. Some people are already jumping to alien conclusions, linking this to those classic cattle abduction stories. Could this be a spaceship scouting its next target? Honestly, I don't know, but it's certainly given me goosebumps. When it comes to tornadoes, nothing can match the ferocity of Kansas City. It truly feels like tornadoes call Kansas home, just like the one captured in this video. This footage was recorded by a driver fleeing a monstrous tornado in the Kansas area. The sky is filled with ominous clouds, and the weather is extreme before the camera person turns the camera behind them. There, we see a massive tornado, its ferocity truly awe-inspiring. The area surrounding the tornado is shrouded in darkness due to the intense wind and debris. The tornado's size is simply staggering. According to Spacial statistics, Kansas holds the unfortunate distinction of ranking first in the nation for the total number of E5 tornadoes since 1950. These are monstrous storms with rotational velocities, reaching an incredible 320 miles per hour. The tornado in this video is likely one of these terrifying behemoths. Natural disasters like these are truly frightening, because humans have little to no control over them. When they strike, we can only hope to survive. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. We all know that getting bitten by our own cat is painful, but we usually tough it out. However, watching this guy casually handle an alligator bite is absolutely mind-blowing.
Boots, shoes, purses, wallets, watch bands, meats at restaurants, things of that nature.
This video shows a tourist filming their tour guide when things take a terrifying turn. The guide leans into the water to show the alligator to the tourists, and bam! The gator clamps down on his hand. But here's the crazy part. The guy just shakes it off like it's nothing. I mean, can you imagine? It's like he's some kind of superhuman or something. I've never seen anything like it. Usually alligators do that death roll thing when they bite something. But this time, maybe the boat got in the way or something. Either way, it was intense. This guy is either incredibly lucky or built completely different. I'm still in shock. You simply cannot afford to let your guard down when you're immersed in the wild. Every rustle, every shadow, every sound should be a potential clue. This heart-pounding clip is a stark reminder of why.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
This video captures a group of hunter friends venturing into a forest in their inflatable raft. There they spot a group of bear cubs on the riverbank, looking a bit scared and darting into the woods. Suddenly, with ferocious speed, the mama bear burst out of the woods like a rocket. With lightning-fast reflexes, one of the guys managed to scare her off with a warning shot. That was close. It's moments like these that make you realize just how important it is to be fully aware of your surroundings when you're in nature's backyard. You never know when danger is lurking. These guys got lucky. Their quick thinking probably saved their lives. So next time you're exploring the great outdoors, keep your eyes peeled and your wits about you. After all, nature is always in charge. With gas prices skyrocketing and transport costs through the roof, you'd think people would be dreaming up some creative ways to get around. Well, this guy in the Philippines took free transport to a whole new terrifying level.
Oy, may naano na tao! Wala, may naano na tao! May naano na tao, guys!
This video, filmed in the Philippines, captures a terrifying moment as villagers record a man being swept away by a flash flood. The footage shows the raging floodwater rushing down the street, and then we see a man in a helmet and raincoat seemingly riding the torrent. At first glance, it looks like he's enjoying a free, adrenaline-pumping adventure. But the reality is far more terrifying. The poor guy is being carried away by the powerful current. If he gets pulled into the river, he's as good as gone. So his best bet is to hold on to something for dear life and hope for the best. It might be tough on his shoulders. We've been seeing some crazy stuff happening on Earth lately, but the sky seems to be one step ahead of the game. Check out this bizarre video from Russia.
Такого я не видел еще в своей жизни морской. Такой красоты.
A fisherman caught this absolutely mind-blowing cloud on camera. It looks like something out of a science fiction movie. This long tube-shaped cloud is super low in the sky, and it's just hanging there, looking like a giant creepy snake. It's like something out of a nightmare, honestly. I did some digging and found out it's called a roll cloud. It's basically a rare, long, low cloud that looks like a tube. Pretty cool, but these things often mean bad weather is coming, like strong winds, thunderstorms, or even tornadoes. So while it's a fascinating sight, it's also a warning sign. Can you imagine seeing this thing back in the day? People would probably think it was a sky god or some kind of monster. Hailstorms are terrifying. They are like rocks falling from the sky. But have you ever thought about how scary it must be for animals caught in one? This video from Texas shows a crazy hailstorm. Huge ice balls are bouncing like bullets everywhere. You can see how hard it's hitting the ground and even the pool. But the worst part is seeing a poor cow out in the open. It's looking for shelter, but there's none. Can you imagine how scared and hurt that cow must be? People often think of cows as tough because of their thick skin, like leather armor. But even they can feel pain. Imagine tiny bugs bothering you. Now multiply that feeling 1,000 times. That's probably what the hail feels like on their skin. It's heartbreaking. If you're lucky enough to have a fancy pool, maybe think about building a simple shelter for your animals too. It could save their lives one day. As technology keeps advancing, human-made structures are becoming more and more mind-blowing, just like the St. Louis Arch. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's the real St. Louis Arch in Missouri. Look at this incredible structure towering over everything like a majestic relic. The arch is made of stainless steel and stands an impressive 630 feet tall, or 192 meters, shaped like a perfect catenary arch. It's the tallest arch and the tallest accessible building in the Western Hemisphere. This incredible piece of architecture was designed by a super smart guy named Eero Saarinen. He wanted to show how awesome it was for people to move west across America. And boy, did he succeed. The arch is like a giant symbol of adventure and exploration. It's so cool, it almost feels like aliens could come out of it. Hiking isn't for the faint-hearted. The terrain is tough, but things get way more interesting when you get an unexpected hiking buddy. This video was recorded by a hiker venturing deep into the daring jungle. As the hiker explores, they're joined by a leopard. Surprisingly, the leopard doesn't seem aggressive at all. It simply starts walking alongside the hiker, almost like a pet. The hiker, remarkably calm, slowly records this ferocious creature pacing beside them. It's an intense scene, and I can't imagine the nerves this person must have been feeling. One hasty or aggressive move, and the leopard could easily become defensive, turning the situation dire. Not a bad bodyguard to have. I always thought it was wise to never turn your back on one of these creatures. This next video shows you what happens when you mix luck with a whole lot of stupidity. That guy used up all his luck in one go. This video comes from a tourist on a forest tour who decided to get literally face to face with a wild animal just to take a picture. In the video, we see the man walking up to a creature easily recognizable as an elk because of its large size, antlers, and reddish-brown coat. The elk, on the other hand, is not happy at all. It started acting aggressive right away, warning the guy by lowering its antlers and pretending to charge. The guy was lucky to back off when he did. He was still laughing like it was a joke. That elk could have seriously hurt him. I don't know what's worse, the guy's stupidity or his luck. A selfie is not worth risking your life for. That elk is a massive animal, and if it wanted to hurt someone, there's nothing anyone could do to stop it. Imagine a massive tornado tearing through your neighborhood. Most people would run for their lives, but not Nick Gorman.
He's okay, he's okay.
This video was captured on April 26, 2024, where Nick is following a huge, ferocious tornado in his car. The camera quality is amazing, so you can really see how crazy this thing is. It's sucking up everything in its path. You can even see small stuff flying around inside the tornado. As Nick gets closer, he finds a truck that's been flipped over. No doubt the tornado did that. He stops to help whoever was inside, but the video ends there. I can't imagine how scary that must have been. That tornado tossed that truck around like it was nothing. These storms are so powerful and dangerous. I don't know how these storm chasers do it. I'd be hiding under my bed. Most bugs, you know, the ones we usually see, they really struggle when they end up on their backs. It's like watching a tiny gymnast trying to do a backflip without any training. But this little dude in this video, forget about it, he's built different. Isn't that wild? This guy was chilling in someone's backyard when they caught him on camera. I mean, have you ever seen anything like it? This bug is like something out of a sci-fi movie. It's got this shiny body that looks almost metallic, and it's just plain weird. But here's the best part. When the person filming flipped it over, this bug didn't just lay there like a helpless little creature. Nope. It did this crazy flip thing with its back. It's like it has a built-in jack or something. It froze for a second, then bam. It was back on its feet. I had to do some digging to figure out what it was. Turns out it's called a click beetle. These little guys have this special part on their body that they use to flip themselves over when they're upside down. It's like nature's tiny superhero. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Walking on the beach is like a dream. The soft sand between your toes, the sound of the waves, pure bliss. But after seeing this video, you might think twice about that next barefoot stroll. This footage captures a group of fishermen doing their thing on the beach, but their catch is nothing short of bizarre. This one fisherman has this weird spiky balls on his spear. It's like something from another planet. This thing is round and bright red, covered in these crazy spines that seem to move on their own. It looks like a living, breathing porcupine of the sea. So, what exactly is this creepy crawly? It's called a sea urchin. Most of them aren't this bright red, but there are some seriously colorful ones out there. And here's the terrifying thing. These guys are venomous. A gentle touch probably won't hurt, but if you accidentally step on one, you're in for a world of pain. Their spines can inject venom, and while it won't kill you, it's definitely going to sting like crazy. So next time you're enjoying a day at the beach, keep an eye on where you're stepping. You never know when you might encounter one of these spiky surprises. With all these security cameras around, it seems like ghosts and spirits are having a harder time sneaking around unnoticed. They're probably having to plan their nighttime adventures more carefully these days. This footage is from a security camera outside some kind of building, and it caught this dark, shadowy figure just floating around. It looks almost transparent, and then it transforms into a wispy cloud of white smoke before disappearing completely. At first glance, it kind of looks like a four-legged animal, like a dog or a cat, but then it changes shape, and it's hard to say what it is. Now, I'm not saying this is definitely a ghost, but it's definitely strange. It could be a weird camera glitch or something, but the way it moves and changes is really peculiar. So what do you think, ghost or glitch? If I had to pick one skill that could be a lifesaver, I'd say learning how to climb a tree. This video is proof of that. Can you believe this? This terrifying footage was captured by a resident as a horrific flood unfolded. There, clinging to a tree for dear life, is a person fighting for survival. Surrounding them is a sea of cars, their occupants trapped and helpless. Look at the man on that tree. His grip is desperate. His body language screams terror. That branch looks so fragile. A twig could send him plummeting into the raging waters below. It's a heart-stopping scene. I hope against hope that help arrived in time. But this video is a stark reminder that skills you might never think you'll need can become invaluable. Who would have guessed climbing a tree could be a lifeline? We've all seen vampires in movies, those blood-sucking monsters that send shivers down our spines. We know they're fictional, but our oceans hide their own real-life terrors. This video, recorded by an aquarist, showcases a collection of blood-sucking creatures that look like they crawled straight out of a horror movie. In the video, hundreds of pipe-like creatures cling to the glass enclosure, resembling something from a nightmare. These creatures have eel-like bodies, but their mouths are truly horrifying. Its AO-shaped mouth filled with layers of razor-sharp teeth. It's jawless, round, and sucker-like, and as wide as the creature's head. I know you're wondering what this abomination is. Well, it's not an alien. It's called a lamprey. Sea lampreys are eel-like fish that can grow up to 20 inches long. Their slimy, brown bodies are covered in a mottled pattern. Unlike most fish, they don't have jaws. Instead, they have a suction cup mouth with teeth arranged in circles. These creatures are naturally found in cold ocean waters around Canada. They're parasites, meaning they latch onto other animals, like fish and sharks, and feed on their blood and bodily fluids. Surprisingly, sea lampreys can also attach themselves to humans while swimming. While a bite won't kill you, it's incredibly painful and can lead to infection if not treated properly. Thailand is a dream vacation for many, with its stunning beaches and vibrant nightlife. But this video will definitely change your perspective. A local captured this incredible and terrifying sight that shows two enormous creatures resembling Komodo dragons attempting to navigate a sewer pipe. One has already partially squeezed inside, battling the water current while the other assists its companion. These reptiles are absolutely massive, and their strength is evident as they push against the water flow. While it's unusual to see Komodo dragons outside their natural habitat, it's not impossible given their adaptability. They could be exploring a new territory or searching for food. However, I would say this: I've seen stray cats, dogs, even bears, but stray Komodo dragons, that's a first for me. Ever seen a dog behaving strangely on the street? If you have, run as far away as possible because it might not be what it seems. This next video was captured by a startled apartment dweller in a parking lot as he spotted a dog acting incredibly odd. The footage shows a four-legged creature frozen in place, just standing there motionless. Zooming in reveals some seriously strange features compared to a normal dog. Its hind legs are abnormally long, and its head is weirdly shaped. To make matters even creepier, it's completely hairless. People who've already seen this video are convinced it's a skinwalker. These shape-shifting creatures are said to take on animal forms to lure in their prey. I mean, look at this thing pretending to be a dog. It's trying so hard to blend in, but you can almost see the evil in its eyes through that disguise. Scientists say we've only scratched the surface of our oceans. That got me thinking about what else might be lurking in those mysterious, uncharted depths. And this video, it's a glimpse into that world. Trust me, this isn't a clip from a movie. It's real footage from the ocean. The video shows a bizarre-looking aquatic creature that's part fish, part something else. It's covered in hair, has a pinkish color and small white hairs all over its body. Even weirder, instead of swimming, this fish is walking on the ocean bed. It's using what look like legs to propel itself, and it has a strange antenna-like thing on its head that vibrates like a flag. After some online research, I found out this alien-looking friend is called a hairy frogfish. These creatures can grow up to 9 inches long and can change color and pattern. Even though it's a rare known species, I don't know about you, but I'm not keen on the idea of these things hanging out on our beaches. Can you imagine the chaos? Some people believe there are alien reptiles that can shapeshift and disguise themselves as humans. I always thought they were crazy until I saw this proof. This video is a clip from a TV show where a host was talking to the camera when something weird happened. Did you catch that? Let me slow down the video for you. Look at the lady's eyes for a moment. They transform into a lizard eye and then back to normal. When she blinks, her pupils and the whole eye change color and shape into a vertical slit pupil, just like lizards have. Slowing down the video, we can clearly see it happening. I mean, if a reptile wanted to disguise itself as a human, they wouldn't reveal themselves like that on live TV. So, there could be a logical explanation, like a sneaky use of editing, but whoever did this did a pretty great job, as it looks seamless and very real. The alien existence debate is one of the longest running, with evidence popping up all over the internet. But this recent video circulating online is seriously shaking the non-believer community. This video was captured by a hiker recording the beautiful scenery from a clifftop. They accidentally filmed a strange laser beam shooting down from the sky and hitting the ground. The beam is bluish and intense, looking like it's transporting or sucking something up. The sky is also lit up with a pinkish glow, making the whole scene seem otherworldly. Personally, I'm skeptical about this video. I think it could be a special effect because there's no visible light beam reflection on the ground. It looks like the laser beam was added after the video was captured, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. We've all had those mind-bending dreams, right? You know, the ones like a catfish hybrid gracefully gliding through water. But let's be honest, those are just figments of our imagination, or so we thought. What in the name of all that's unholy is that? This video, a digital enigma unearthed from the depths of YouTube, has sent shockwaves through the internet. It shows a massive creature that's part pig, part fish swimming effortlessly. It has a cute pig-like face, but the rest of its body is pure fish, complete with 2 horns and tiny ears. The video quality is so good, it looks incredibly real, making it seem like this pigfish is actually out there. But don't worry, it's not real. It's actually an artificial intelligence generated video. Technology has become incredibly advanced, capable of creating hyper-realistic images and videos. This is definitely one of those. Probably created with a prompt like create a realistic pigfish. Fog can be a real nuisance while driving, but when you realize it's engulfing the entire field, obscuring anything that might be lurking just beyond visibility, it turns into a nightmare. Captured by a farmer on his rooftop, this video shows a truly bizarre phenomenon. A massive, ominous blanket of fog is rapidly engulfing the entire field, creeping closer and closer and closer to the camera. Within seconds, it completely obscures everything, and the video abruptly ends. This isn't your ordinary fog. The speed and density of this thing are terrifying. It's almost like a thick white wall of nothingness closing in, and that eerie, booming sound at the end. Definitely not fog. This was actually a microburst, a violent downdraft from a thunderstorm that can be incredibly dangerous. While most people are safe on the ground, these can pose a serious threat to aircraft. So unless you're flying, you're probably okay. Just find shelter if you encounter one. Hiking is already an adventure filled with potential dangers, wild animals, getting lost, unpredictable weather. But now, we can add creepy tree faces to the list.
This tree with this stupid grin on his face. It's just like, and then I look over here. He's like a little less happy, you know, he's just more is what it is.
This hiker was casually exploring the woods when they stumbled upon something truly unsettling. Carved into the dry, weathered bark of a tree is a sinister-looking smiley face. Hollow eyes, a crooked nose, and a twisted grin are etched into the wood with what appears to be a sharp tool. And it doesn't stop there. A short distance away, another face appears. This one with angry, furrowed brows. It's as if the trees are glaring at the hiker, their silent expressions filled with malice. Can you imagine wandering through the woods at night and coming across these? It's enough to give anyone nightmares. Whoever is responsible for this twisted artwork needs to stop. It's downright creepy. Think you've seen fire? Wait until you witness a tree burning from the inside out. Nature's most eerie spectacle. In this intriguing video from Peru, we see a tree burning from the inside out. The trunk has holes through which the flames can be seen, giving us a clear view of the fire consuming the interior. The people recording the video seem genuinely confused. There are people around filming, but no visible opening where the fire could have started. Additionally, smoke can be seen coming from above. This unusual sight might be the result of a lightning strike, which can ignite a tree's interior by traveling through its sap and wood. As the fire burns, it creates a dramatic effect, with the flames visible through the trunk. This footage highlights the powerful impact of natural events and how they can transform a tree in such a striking way. Just when we think we fully understand our world and the time we live in, something always emerges to challenge our assumptions. This mysterious void captured in a Swiss video is a perfect example. This footage, shared by an ex-user, shows a baffling void in the Swiss night sky. The video reveals a seemingly endless circular black hole-like entity being filmed from a road below. The stark contrast between the darkness within and the surrounding night sky creates an eerie spectacle. While the video's authenticity is unverified, it has ignited intense online speculation and debate. Some dismiss it as a lens flare or optical illusion, while others propose more extraordinary explanations. Personally, I find the footage intriguing but remain skeptical. It could be computer-generated imagery, a government experiment gone wrong, or something else entirely. In today's world, it's difficult to say for sure what our governments are up to. This next clip shows what happens when prey decides enough is enough, and it's time for payback. This video was recorded by a fellow hunter when his friend was engaged in a one-on-one encounter with a deer. The footage shows the deer completely overpowering the hunter in a shocking hand-to-hand struggle. The deer is on top, attempting to stomp on the hunter, while the latter desperately tries to escape and create distance. This intense battle continues for an extended period, with the deer showing no signs of backing down. It almost seems as if the deer has reached its limit with hunters and is seeking revenge. While deer typically flee from humans, they can become aggressive under certain conditions. The rut, or mating season, which occurs in the fall, is a time when male deer, known as bucks, exhibit heightened territoriality and aggression. It's possible this deer was defending its territory when the hunter entered. Ice is nature's ultimate time capsule, but who would have imagined it could preserve a baby horse for 40,000 years? This video is from Siberia, where scientists have discovered the body of a 40,000-year-old baby horse. The footage shows them examining the remarkably well-preserved remains. The scientists can be seen carefully cutting into the body to assess the ice's preservation qualities. It's incredible to see the horse's facial features still intact after 40,000 years. I know you're wondering how they determine the age. Scientists use carbon dating to achieve this. Carbon-14, a radioactive isotope, decays at a known rate, while carbon-12 remains constant. By comparing the ratio of carbon-14 to carbon-12 in ancient materials like bone, they can estimate the age. It's mind-boggling to realize ice can act as a time capsule. We've seen strange things before, creatures of myth, legend, and nightmare, but nothing could prepare us for what this next video is about to show you.
Oh gee, it's a fur!
What on earth is this? A video circulating online showcases a large, enigmatic, furry creature. The footage clearly shows a quadruped roaming a street with an unusual gait. reminiscent of a squirrel and kangaroo combined. It has long hind legs and a tail, but the darkness obscures further details. If we entertain the possibility of a human in a suit, the video becomes even more confusing. Slowing it down reveals impossibly long legs, short arms, and an unnatural fluidity of movement. Replicating such precise, coordinated jumps would require extraordinary training and preparation, making a hoax seem improbable. So, what exactly are we looking at? A giant squirrel or something far more extraordinary? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Otters are playful, energetic, and undeniably adorable. But these water-loving creatures aren't just cute faces. They are also pretty good team workers. A homeowner captured astonishing footage of a family of otters exploring the back street of their property. The video shows the otters casually surveying their surroundings when one boldly leaps over a small wall, followed closely by another. These two appear to be the parents of the remaining cubs. As the parents ascend the wall, their offspring begin to chirp anxiously, seemingly calling for help. With remarkable agility, the parents descend and meticulously gather their cubs, carrying them up the wall one by one. The final cub requires a second attempt, showcasing the otter's unwavering dedication. This incredible display of teamwork and parental instinct is a testament to the intelligence of these often underestimated creatures. It's truly eye-opening to witness such a level of problem-solving and cooperation in the wild. Imagine a creature born and raised in the depths of the ocean. The next video will show you exactly what that will look like. Meet the aquacorpion, an extraordinary aquatic creature that seems to have leaped straight out of a movie. This mesmerizing creature combines alien-like features with a fish's lower body, creating a truly unique appearance. Its head is elongated and angular, adorned with squint eyes that resemble those of classic extraterrestrial depictions. Adding to the creature's disturbing allure are the stitch-like marks running along its head and back, as if it had been surgically opened and stitched back together. But what sets the aquacorpion apart from any known aquatic creature are its arms, unnervingly human-like appendages that defy the norm of ocean life. As the video progresses, the tension builds until it reveals an even more haunting sight. A humanoid baby-like figure, seemingly an evolution or transformation of the same creature. This eerie being, with its long, wet hair clinging to its body and glistening skin, looks as though it has just emerged from the depths. The video offers no explanation, but the unsettling imagery is enough to send chills down your spine. If you have any idea what this might be, please share, because this is the stuff of nightmares. This next video is exactly what a nightmarish fever dream looks like, but it's actually real life. This footage comes from China, capturing a truly bizarre and unsettling scene of a street flooded with blood-red water. Cars are parked along the road, but the ground is awash in a deep, dark crimson. The whole area looks eerily like a war zone, as if the blood of fallen soldiers has stood on the pavement. I know what you're thinking. This has to be computer-generated imagery, right? But let me assure you, it's not. I did some digging and found out that the red water is actually floodwater that entered a factory, mixing with a chemical that turned it this alarming color. A similar incident occurred in Indonesia, where water from a flood entered a batik factory and emerged completely red, just like in this video. So while it may not be blood, it's still pretty terrifying to see streets filled with chemically tainted water like this. We've all heard the saying, "Eat only as much as you can swallow," but who can impart that wisdom to our slithering friends? This online video captures a truly bizarre incident involving a snake in clear distress. The snake appears to have swallowed something large and round, mistaking it for food. The vet is carefully massaging the snake's throat to ease the object out without causing any harm to its internal organs. After some effort, the object becomes visible. And to our shock, it turns out to be a tennis ball. This daring snake actually gulped down an entire tennis ball. With gentle, steady pressure, the vet successfully squeezes the ball out of the snake's mouth. It seems the snake was really hungry and mistook the ball for some kind of prey. While a snake's mouth can stretch impressively wide, it was the indigestible nature of the tennis ball that posed a lethal threat. Are you thinking about buying a squeaky toy for your toddler, but can't decide which one? Well, nature has got you covered. Believe it or not, that sound is from that caterpillar. This video was recorded by a YouTuber who stumbled upon a green caterpillar in their backyard. When they picked it up and accidentally squeezed it a little, the caterpillar produced a surprising squeaking noise. In the video, you can hear this sound clearly when the person gently presses the caterpillar with their thumb. It sounds almost identical to the squeaky toys you'd find in a store. But wait, insects don't have vocal cords. So how does this little guy produce that sound? It turns out that these caterpillars have a system of tubes in their bodies. When their bodies are compressed, air is forced through these tubes, creating the squeaking noise. Interestingly, these caterpillars make this sound intentionally as a defense mechanism to scare off predators. While it's tempting to replicate this in the wild, please resist the urge. These creatures are delicate, and mishandling can harm or even kill them. Teachers employ various methods to engage students, from visual aids to real-world examples. However, some teaching strategies push the boundaries of conventional wisdom, like putting their students right in front of a charging bull. In this video, we see a cowboy arena with a crowd of people standing in a line formation. Suddenly, a bull is released, and it starts charging toward them. Surprisingly, the bull passes through the first line without attacking anyone. Then it goes through the second, and so on, passing everyone without even a single aggressive move. This is quite strange, especially since the bull appears to be agitated, running wildly through the crowd. The video was uploaded to Reddit, with a caption explaining that the teacher was demonstrating how an unthreatened bull in a crowded square will never attack. And from the looks of it, the teacher might be right. However, I'm a bit puzzled. Where exactly is the teacher? Are they the one recording the video? And what subject is this supposed to be teaching? This unconventional classroom experiment certainly raises more questions than it answers. The legend of Bigfoot is deeply rooted in our collective imagination, suggesting that we may still have much to learn about our forested habitats, like what creatures could be lurking unseen within these woods. This video from Ukraine might offer a tantalizing glimpse. This footage was captured by a hiker exploring a Ukrainian forest when they spotted something truly extraordinary. The camera pans across the distant woods, and there, among the trees, is a tall, humanoid creature. It's covered in some kind of fur, and its gait and posture are eerily similar to a human's. I've seen countless Yeti and Bigfoot photos online, and this thing looks exactly like them. It's an incredibly rare capture, and I can't imagine the terror the hiker felt while filming this massive beast. Things could have turned out badly if the creature had spotted them. Let's be thankful it didn't. Homelessness is a massive problem worldwide, but it seems to have reached a whole new level in Russia.
Там что-то какой-то ход. Непонятно. Кто-то есть живой? Ну вот и пусто. Вот это видно сделано, чтобы типа как бы маскировка.
This video, shot by a vlogger, takes us deep into a dense forest in Russia. As they explore, they stumble upon an underground shed covered with a wooden roof. The vlogger removes the entrance plank to reveal a small living space within. Continuing their exploration, they discover another makeshift shelter built from plastic sheets and wood, surrounded by litter. Inside, a blanket and other essential items suggest recent occupancy. The vlogger finds multiple similar structures before the video ends. These aren't temporary camping shelters. They're homes built by homeless people forced to live in the woods. Government regulations have made finding shelter in the city impossible for many, leaving them with no choice but to create homes in the wilderness. Imagine living without electricity, basic necessities, or transportation. It's a heartbreaking situation. I hope these people receive the help they desperately need from the government soon. Ever woken up alone in the dead of night with the eerie feeling of being watched? This video proves those chills aren't just in your head. I promise, this isn't a horror movie clip, but a real-life capture by a homeowner. In the video, you'll see the homeowner in their bedroom, camera pointed at the door. And then, the reason for the camera becomes crystal clear. The door slowly, ominously begins to close on its own. There's absolutely no one around. The other side of the doorway is shrouded in darkness, adding to the terrifying atmosphere. As the door creeps closer to shutting completely, the homeowner can't take it anymore and gets up to investigate. They slowly open the door, flick on the light, only to find nothing there. After turning off the light, the video ends. The owner shared this spine-chilling clip on TikTok, where commenters questioned their bravery for investigating. It was the only way they could have slept that night. And honestly, I can't say I blame them. Paranormal entities, such as ghosts and spirits, are often described in various forms, including orbs and smoky figures. However, black shadows are among the most commonly reported. This security camera footage from a hospital might just be one such example. Did you see that? This video, captured by a hallway security camera, reveals a strange dark shadow moving about. You can see the shadow entering the frame before seamlessly blending into the ceiling shadow. Its size and shape are irregular, making it even more unsettling. Given the hospital setting, one might speculate that the shadow could be linked to a patient's spirit or the soul of someone who passed away long ago. The fact that the footage was recorded at night adds an extra layer of eeriness. While it's essential to maintain a logical perspective, considering possibilities like camera glitches or insects, there's a small chance that a rational explanation might not suffice. In such cases, the idea of something paranormal becomes a compelling possibility. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Gargoyles in Gothic architecture are typically depicted as mythical, evil creatures used to channel rainwater. However, this video suggests they might be capable of much more. What on earth is that? Uploaded to YouTube by an anonymous user, this footage is sending shockwaves through the internet. The video captures a truly terrifying demon-like creature perched atop a cliff. As the camera zooms in, we see small wings and a head bearing an uncanny resemblance to those found on gargoyle statues. The creature's size is enormous, and it appears to be engaged in some unknown activity. Towards the video's end, the gargoyle seems to notice the camera and reacts by extending its arms, and the clip abruptly ends. This is a horrifying discovery. We now have visual evidence of these demonic creatures, and it's terrifying to imagine. I sincerely hope these things remain confined to cliffs and never venture into populated areas. I don't know about you, but the world feels increasingly strange since 2019. Take a look at this video from Xinjiang, China. This compilation of clips was captured by residents of Xinjiang during a 5.8 magnitude earthquake. It's undeniably strange. The sky is an eerie red, and there are peculiar lights converging towards this red focal point. It almost looks angelic. A red object above the clouds with white, smoky, arrow-like formations converging and diverging from it. Close-up footage reveals the lights are randomly positioned around the red area, moving in a synchronized manner. This bizarre phenomenon, occurring right after the earthquake, raises countless questions. It could be a satellite test or some other government experiment, but that central red area seems almost otherworldly. What do you think? Alien activity or just advanced technology? Alligators are renowned for their ferocity, being formidable predators, both on land and in water. However, even the mightiest can become prey. This footage, captured by a fisherman, shows an alligator in desperate trouble. The reptile is struggling violently, with something large clinging to its back. It's clear the gator is completely overpowered by its unseen attacker. A closer look reveals the culprit, which is a massive electric eel. The eel is relentlessly assaulting the gator with powerful electric shocks, explaining the alligator's frantic attempts to break free. These eels can discharge up to 650 volts, more than 5 times the power of a standard household outlet. Looks like this gator picked the wrong opponent and is now paying the price. Think you're lucky? Just wait until you see this fisherman's incredible catch. Now that's a whopper. Captured by a tourist, this video shows a fisherman proudly displaying a massive, bizarre-looking fish. The creature is enormous and boasts a unique, almost beautiful bluish hue. The fisherman's excitement is palpable. But things take a strange turn when the camera focuses on the fish's head. There, staring back at us, are a pair of unnaturally large human-like lips and bulging eyes. It looks like the fish has had some kind of extreme lip filler procedure, but of course, that's not the case. This is actually a rare Napoleon wrasse, a fish known for its distinctive features. Unfortunately, overfishing has decimated their population, making them incredibly valuable and protected. While this fisherman may have struck gold, their catch is also a serious crime. Some sights are simply inexplicable, like a horse on a balcony, or, as this video shows, a cow on a house roof. This homeowner captured the most bizarre thing on camera. A full-grown cow casually strolling across a metal roof. There's no obvious way the cow could have gotten up there. It just is. After a brief moment of bovine rooftop relaxation, my best guess is that the house is built beside a cliff edge, and the roof is actually ground level from a different angle. But that doesn't change the fact that this cow is in serious danger. One wrong step, and it's a massive fall. They need to install some kind of barrier up there as soon as possible. If you're ever surrounded by bamboo leaves and one seems out of place, heed this warning. Run. Seriously, just run. A villager captured this terrifying footage of a snake masterfully camouflaged among bamboo leaves. The snake is erect, with an oddly aggressive posture. Its head is surprisingly small, almost rat-like, but the body is substantial. Also, its green color blends perfectly with the foliage, making it nearly invisible. This is a green rat snake, a large, non-venomous species native to Asia. While they kill prey by constriction, they're not poisonous. However, that doesn't mean you should handle them. If you encounter one, admire it from a safe distance and leave it be. We live in an age where AI is revolutionizing countless aspects of our lives, making once complex tasks incredibly simple. But with this immense power comes a chilling realization. I can now create hyper-realistic videos that defy belief. This video is mind-boggling. A basket filled with ordinary-looking mushrooms suddenly transforms into a scene straight out of a surrealist dream. The mushrooms sprout wings and take flight as fully formed birds. It's absolutely astonishing how seamlessly these inanimate objects transition into living creatures. I was completely baffled until I discovered the video was entirely generated. It's a testament to the incredible advancements in AI technology. The level of detail and realism is simply astounding. It's both fascinating and frightening to consider the potential implications of this technology. What other mind-bending creations can AI conjure up? There are countless tornado videos online, but most are low quality or captured from a distance. This TikTok footage of the Westmoreland tornado is truly exceptional.
Here it comes! It's in you!
A TikTok user captured this incredibly close-up video of the Westmoreland tornado as it formed. We watch in awe as a massive cloud swirl descends from the sky and violently connects with the ground, sucking up everything in its path. The tornado is enormous and moves with terrifying speed. The footage even captures the aftermath, showing how the tornado's force was powerful enough to rip up a manhole cover. While this videographer captured amazing footage, it's important to remember the dangers of getting so close to a tornado. Nature's fury is unpredictable, and safety should always be a priority. The existence of aliens is a topic of endless debate, with equal numbers of believers and skeptics. This video might just fuel both sides.
Found this crispy f***ing thing in the yard. What is that?
That looks pretty real, huh? This video, posted on TikTok, shows a bizarre, alien-like creature held in someone's hand. You can see a small, yellowish, alien-looking thing that seems to be dead. Its body is stiff, like it's been in a deep sleep for ages. The face, ears, head, long arms, and legs. It's exactly what we imagine aliens to look like. But the truth is, this isn't some extraterrestrial being. It's a 3D model, brought to life by a 3D printer. The person who posted the video claims they found it in their yard, but I'm calling BS on that. Look at the texture. It's like someone just finished painting it. Whoever made this thing is seriously talented. Props to them for creating such a realistic model. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Electricity is a lifeline for our planet today, and scientists are constantly searching for new ways to generate it. This video might just have stumbled upon a game changer.
Ça va, ok, très bien. Tosha, here, très bien. Ça, Tosha.
Straight from the Democratic Republic of Congo, this video shows two miners making an incredible discovery: electric stones. One of the miners holds up a silver-colored rock they just dug up. It looks pretty unusual, so they decide to test it out. They connect a wire to an LED bulb, then touch the wire to the stone, and the bulb lights up. It's crazy. They disconnect and reconnect the wire, and the bulb keeps lighting up. It seems like the stone is storing electricity somehow. However, experts are skeptical about the video's authenticity. While some minerals can conduct electricity, rocks can't store it. The shiny rock in the video probably looks like pyrite, a common mineral that can conduct electricity but not store it. So how did they light up that bulb? That's still a mystery. We all know the basics. Snakes slither, dogs and other four-legged animals walk, and fish swim. But when it comes to catfish migration, it's like nature decided to break the rules. These aren't bugs, they're real catfish. This video shows a stream connecting two bodies of water. But the weird part isn't the stream. It's the thousands of catfish crawling through it towards the lake. These fish are using the water as a highway, forming a long line as they make their way to their destination. These are special catfish that can actually walk on land. They're called walking catfish and are native to Southeast Asia. They're able to move across dry land to find food or better living conditions. So, these little guys in the video are migrating and looking for a new home. But it makes me wonder, what would happen if the water path was blocked? Would they just turn around and go back? It's crazy to think about. Kids' birthday parties are supposed to be the most memorable moments of their lives. But when something like this happens, it turns into their worst nightmare.
Damn! Oh God!
What the hell is going on? Go to the front room. Go to the front room, girls. Go.
Oh my God!
This video is from a birthday party at the Tommy Wells Old Mat, Pleasant Home in 2011. The family is gathered to celebrate their daughter's birthday. The mom, holding the camera, introduces everyone: dad, aunt, and uncle. Just as they're about to cut the cake, the sink mysteriously opens by itself.
Did you like the bicycle and stuff you got for your birthday?
Oh my God, Tommy, it's gonna start again. Oh my God, damn.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Come on.
The mom jumps, saying it's happened before. The uncle shuts off the sink and tries to calm the scared birthday girl. Then, the cupboard bursts open, spilling its contents everywhere. Drawers start flying open too, sending the family into a panic. Can you imagine the terror? That poor girl's birthday is ruined. It was less of a birthday and more of a horror nightmare for them. Trail cameras are pretty amazing. They're always in the forest, ready to capture the wild, and this adorable video of a mother raccoon with her cubs is definitely one of the best. This video, from a forest trail camera, caught a raccoon's pool party at its peak. In the footage, we see a waterhole filled with a family of raccoons, a mama and her 2 cubs having a blast. The mama gently dips her babies in the water, teasing them playfully as they try to escape. One cub even starts swimming, while the mama continues her mischievous dipping. It was so heartwarming to see these nocturnal creatures enjoying themselves like this. Raccoons are known to be incredibly protective parents, so it's rare to catch them relaxing and having fun together like this. This video is truly special. Knock-knock jokes can be amusing, but when you hear insistent banging knocks coming from your closet in the dead of night, it's not so funny anymore. This terrifying video, uploaded to TikTok, captures a homeowner's terrifying ordeal. In the video, we see the owner waking up to loud banging noises coming from their closet door. The knocking is really loud, like someone's using full force to break it down. It continues non-stop until the owner finally walks up to the door and swings it open. To their surprise, there's absolutely nothing inside, just some random clothes and stuff. It's creepy and weird because it's obvious someone or something was banging on that door from the inside. But what's really terrifying me is that I think whatever was in there, the owner just let it out by opening the door. You're never supposed to do that. It's like inviting whatever it is inside. Ever wondered what an average workday looks like for an astronaut? This Reddit video gives us a front row seat. That's Earth down there. This footage comes from an astronaut's body camera during a satellite maintenance task. The view of the entire Earth from up there is mesmerizing and a little scary at the same time. The astronaut is carefully hooking up their carabiner to the satellite to avoid floating away into space. Imagine doing this job with the constant fear of a spacesuit malfunction or getting lost in the vastness of space. It's incredibly daunting. On the other hand, seeing the Earth's curvature from that perspective is mind-blowing. Space work is demanding, not just because of the technical skills required, but also because of the constant pressure and the knowledge that help could be months away if something goes wrong. These astronauts are true heroes. If not staged, it's one of the strangest and creepiest videos out there. So what's happening here? A girl in some kind of costume is running away from something. It has to be a costume. Who wears a dress like that on a daily basis? It's night, and they're in the wild. The only light comes from the camera, or some source behind it. The girl stops just before the camera for a few seconds, then disappears behind it. The monster soon follows the girl, stops where she paused, sniffs around, then spots her behind the camera and goes after her. We then hear the girl's screams. What kind of deranged mind would come up with such a scenario? No matter the motive or intent behind making this video, this is absolutely strange. It's well acted if fake, but definitely disturbing. What do you think? Next up, we have a natural phenomenon that, if we didn't know better, could be mistaken for a message or creature from the underworld. What are those shapes beneath the surface of the ice? Are they spirits, dark creatures, or perhaps aliens from a sci-fi movie? These are the questions we'd be asking if we didn't know it's just ice thawing and water making its way downwards in the frozen stream. It's videos like this that make us wonder. We know what it is, so we don't freak out. Now, imagine our ancestors 10,000 years ago who didn't understand science and natural phenomena as we do. What would they think these shapes were? No wonder our ancestors attributed most natural phenomena to gods and created a deity for every element. UFO sightings have sparked curiosity, fear, and debate for decades. But what if one of those sightings was more than just a trick of the light? In this video, we explore an alleged encounter that has taken the world by storm. In the Brazilian city of Curitiba, residents spotted something extraordinary, a flying saucer hovering in the sky. They captured it on video, and the footage quickly spread across social networks, leaving people baffled. The video genuinely looks authentic. Even zooming in, you can clearly see that it resembles a flying saucer with no obvious signs of foul play. And if it's real, this is truly mind-blowing. A flying saucer hovering so high in the air with no visible propulsion or exhaust system. How fascinating is that? Some reputable experts in Brazil have come forward, claiming the video is authentic, while the Brazilian Air Force even held a press conference, admitting they have no explanation for what was seen. Could this be the proof we've all been waiting for? Or is there another explanation lurking in the shadows? Ever wondered what it's like to have a poltergeist in your house?
If there's anything in this...
Whoa. So here we have a man. He sets the remote down on the ground. Seems innocent enough, right? He starts to ask, is there anything in this?
If there's anything in this...
But before he can even finish the question, bam! The remote suddenly flips over and flies across, as if someone kicked it. No warning, no reason. Just pure, unexplainable force. Now, you might think it's a trick, some clever illusion with strings or magnets. But no, our guy is quick to grab the camera and give us a close-up. The remote is lying there, taunting us, with absolutely no strings attached. He's clearly shaken. He says this has happened before, but not like this. He says it. Not sure what it is, but it has apparently moved things before, just never like this.
The things that it's shifted it before, but it's never just thrown it like that.
This was something else entirely. A spirit with a bit more muscle, or perhaps much angrier? Whatever's going on here, one thing's for sure, you won't be looking at your remote the same way again. Ever feel like someone, or something, is trying to send you a message? This nurse is quietly filming, not saying a word. Apparently, the printer just started printing some pages out of nowhere. Well, that's not the creepy part. This happened right after she was talking about patients who recently passed in the psych ward. Creepy, right? But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Pay attention to the hidden messages and decide if this is a message from the afterlife. On the first page, it says get, simple yet eerie. The second page, help. Now it's getting unsettling. The third page, connection, keep, alive. What does that even mean? Okay, there might be a very simple and logical explanation for why the printer did this. I don't know, but there could be. Maybe some of our tech-savvy viewers can shed some light on it. But the timing of it. Is there a logical explanation for that? It's definitely as if someone or something is desperately trying to reach out from beyond, seeking help, or perhaps closure. Whatever it is, it sure knows how to get under your skin. Ever caught something on video that you just can't explain? A group of people is celebrating, and the camera's focus is on this woman waving happily. It's all smiles and joy until you slow things down. That's when things get eerie. Behind the woman, you can spot a boy who looks around 6 or 8 years old. He's wearing a red shirt and black trousers. But here's the thing, he doesn't seem to be part of the celebration at all. No one acknowledges him. It's as if he's not even there. The truly spooky part, the boy starts to climb the stairs behind the woman, and then, just like that, he vanishes. One moment he's there, and the next he's gone, disappearing as he moves behind the woman, never reappearing on the stairs. What was that? Did this party just capture a ghost child? This quite literally sends chills down your spine. Who or what was that boy? Was it a family member who has passed away? Or is there a chilling, sad story of a boy dying in that house long ago? Whatever it is, it just shows how little we know about life, death, and what lies beyond. In the vastness of our skies, sometimes we witness phenomena that defy explanation, like this next clip. Captured from a distance in a city, the video reveals a strange red glow hovering in the sky. But it doesn't stop there. Out of nowhere, a blue beam appears, intersecting right at that glowing point. What's puzzling is the origin of the beam. Does it shoot up from the ground toward the red glow, or is it descending from the glow itself? As if it's teasing us, the beam flickers on and off several times, almost as if a portal is trying to open, just like in a Marvel movie when Thor makes his dramatic entrance. Could this really be some kind of interstellar gateway connecting distant points in the universe? Or is there a more down-to-earth explanation? Whatever it is, this sight leaves us with more questions than answers. The ocean is as mysterious as it is powerful, and sometimes it shows us just how small we really are. This video, taken from a ship, captures the ocean in one of its most terrifying moments. Out of nowhere, a massive wave rises from the depths, towering over a fishing boat. And then, with a force that seems almost unreal, it crashes down on it. In an instant, the boat is capsized, swallowed by the sea. It's almost like it was a toy boat in a bathtub. Hopefully, the people on board survived somehow. It's a stark reminder of the sheer power of nature, where even the mightiest vessels can be tossed around like toys. The ocean doesn't play favorites, and when it decides to unleash its fury, there's little anyone can do but watch in awe and fear. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. The ocean has its own way of revealing its secrets, and sometimes those secrets come with sharp teeth. In this video from a ship, These men toss a piece of meat into the sea. Within seconds, sharks appear out of nowhere, pouncing on the bait with a frenzy. Not satisfied with just one piece, they throw another, and then they empty the entire bucket into the water. The ocean erupts as the sharks tear through the feast. One moment, a feeding frenzy. The next, eerie silence. Now imagine if someone looked at the water and fancied a swim. They'd be shark food in no time, so always be careful when getting into the water. If you can't clearly see what's in it, don't get into it. It's a rule I strictly follow. This video is a great reminder that the ocean always keeps us guessing, and there are dangerous predators lurking just below. The ocean has a way of surprising us with creatures that look like they belong in another world. Just look at this astonishing catch. A fish that seems more alien than earthly. This photo captures a fisherman holding what could easily be mistaken for a monster from a deep-sea horror story. Its sheer size and menacing appearance are a testament to the mysteries still hidden in our oceans. It's moments like these that remind us just how much of the deep sea remains unexplored, filled with life forms that defy our expectations and challenge our understanding of the natural world. There's something both awe-inspiring and heartwarming about witnessing the beginning of a new life journey. These tiny creatures, no bigger than the palm of your hand, are embarking on a perilous journey. The odds are stacked against them, with only a small percentage likely to survive to adulthood, but each one is driven by an ancient instinct, pulling them toward the waves that have called to their ancestors for millions of years. Watching this incredible scene unfold, you can't help but root for each little one as it scrambles across the sand, eager to begin its life in the ocean. It's a reminder of the resilience of nature and the enduring cycle of life that continues despite all odds. Here's something you don't see every day: a baby turtle or tortoise with 2 heads. In this clip, the person recording offers a single piece of food to this unusual creature, and the 2 heads immediately start competing for it. It's like watching siblings argue over the last slice of pizza. Except these siblings are literally attached. One head even tries to bite the other, as if to say, "Hey, that's mine." But finally, after a bit of a struggle, one head emerges victorious and snatches the food. It's a fascinating, albeit slightly chaotic, glimpse into the life of a creature that's truly one of a kind. Sometimes even fish seem to have their own grand escape plans, and this one is nothing short of impressive. In this security footage from a commercial fish farm, everything seems normal at first. A few fish swim around lazily in a large tank, just another day in the life. But then, out of nowhere, one of the fish takes a leap of faith. Literally, it jumps right out of the big tank and lands on the ground. Now you'd think that's the end of the line, but this fish has other plans. It struggles, flopping and flipping its way across the ground. And where is it headed? Toward what looks like a larger pond about 10 feet away. It's almost as if this fish knew exactly where it was going. With sheer determination, it finally reaches the pond and, without missing a beat, disappears into the water. Just like that, it's gone, free in a new and much bigger home. Talk about making a splash in life. This fish definitely wasn't settling for less. Imagine reaching the highest peak in Poland after an exhausting climb, only to find a cat waiting for you at the summit. That's exactly what happened to these climbers as they ascended to the top of Mount Ricey, standing tall at 2,500 meters. Sitting calmly at the summit is this cat. How on earth did it get up there? And more importantly, how is it surviving in such a harsh environment? It's a mystery as puzzling as the climb itself. Was it a stray seeking adventure, or did it somehow find its way from a nearby village? Whatever the case, this resilient feline seems to have conquered the mountain just as much as these climbers did. It's a moment that leaves you in awe, not just of the stunning landscape, but of the unexpected encounters that nature has in store. Ever seen something that makes you do a double take? Take a look at this creature. It's not quite what you'd expect. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary crocodile or alligator, but then you notice something strange. That tail. It's almost as if this reptile has a fish-like tail, something you'd expect to see on a mermaid rather than a croc. Nature always has a way of surprising us with its oddities. And this is a perfect example. It raises so many questions. How did this happen? Is it a genetic mutation, or is there something else at play here? Whatever the explanation, one thing's for sure. This little guy is one unique specimen. It's not every day you come across a creature that blurs the lines between species like this. Sometimes, bravery comes in the most unexpected forms, like this woman who found herself in a tense situation by the riverbank. Most people would panic, but not this woman. Instead, she grabs her slippers, of all things, and with remarkable calm, she waves them at the crocodile. And believe it or not, it works. The massive reptile, probably surprised by this unexpected defense, turns away and swims off, leaving the woman and her pup unharmed. Who would have thought that slippers could be a match for a crocodile? But it just goes to show that sometimes all you need is a little courage and the right footwear. As funny as this might be, don't try this yourself. Crocodiles are ferocious beings, and humans and dogs are no match for them. If you see one coming your way, scoot in the opposite direction. Nature can be both fascinating and unsettling, and this clip is a perfect example. Here, we see a snake that's clearly bitten off more than it can chew. The snake has tried to swallow something much too big for it to handle. As it struggles, its body curves and bends in an almost painful-looking way. Slowly but surely, it begins to spit out its oversized meal. It's a reminder of the wild unpredictability of nature, where even the top predators sometimes have to admit defeat. As the snake continues to spit out its prey, you can't help but wonder how it even got to this point. Whatever this creature is, it's been a bad day for both predator and prey. The prey died, but the predator didn't get to enjoy its meal either. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Some things in nature are so rare that they leave you speechless, like this little chick with not just 2, but 4 legs. This unusual sight is the result of a rare genetic mutation, giving this chick an extra set of limbs. While it might look cute and fascinating, it also raises questions about how this tiny bird will adapt to life with twice as many legs as its fellow chicks. 4-legged chickens are an anomaly, a reminder of nature's unpredictability. Despite its unusual appearance, this chick is just like any other, deserving of a chance to grow and explore the world, albeit with a few extra steps along the way. Sometimes, the best comedy unfolds right in front of you, like this hilarious encounter between a raccoon and a man driving down the road.
We drunk? What's wrong?
Instead of a smooth getaway, the raccoon hops away in the most awkward, funny manner you've ever seen. The driver, clearly amused, asks the raccoon if it's drunk.
We drunk?
And what's wrong with it? The irony, from the sound of the driver's slurred voice, it seems like he might not be too steady himself. You can't see him, but his voice is enough to make you wonder if this clip has 2 stars under the influence.
Hey, get out of there! You better get out of there!
Overall, it's one of those moments where both man and beast deliver a laugh-out-loud performance, and you can't help but enjoy the comedy of it all. Prepare to be amazed as world-renowned freediver Guillaume Neri takes on one of the most incredible underwater feats, exploring the deepest pool in the world, Italy's I-40, all on a single breath of air. The I-40, also known as the Deep Joy, is a marvel of engineering. Located in Montegrotto Terme, Italy, this extraordinary pool plunges to a staggering depth of 40 meters, about 131 feet. It's not just a swimming pool, it's a diver's paradise, complete with underwater caves, transparent tunnels, and various depths that cater to both beginners and seasoned divers alike. But what makes this exploration truly jaw-dropping is Guillaume Neri's ability to navigate the pool's immense depth without any breathing equipment. As he descends, you can see the sheer scale of the Y-40, a place where the world above seems to disappear, leaving only the deep blue and the quiet solitude of the underwater world. Neri's grace and control are mesmerizing, a testament to the human body's potential when pushed to its limits. It's not just a dive, it's a dance with the deep, a moment of pure connection between man and water. Imagine casting your line into the ocean, only to reel in something that makes you question reality. That's exactly what happened to this fisherman.
Hey, wait! Everybody get down here for a photo!
As he starts pulling in his catch, he can't believe his eyes. He's hooked what looks like a chainsaw. The jagged, toothy outline is unmistakable. And for a moment, he's genuinely puzzled. Who on earth dropped a chainsaw into the ocean? But as he pulls it closer, the truth becomes clear. This isn't a lost tool. It's a sawfish, with its long, saw-like snout covered in sharp teeth. It's no wonder he was confused. Sawfish are fascinating creatures, with their unique rostrum that they use to slash through schools of fish, stunning their prey. It's a catch of a lifetime, and certainly not what this fisherman expected when he cast his line. The ocean is full of surprises, and this sawfish is proof that sometimes you really do hook the most unexpected things. As you've seen, the world is full of strange and wondrous events that defy explanation. Whether it's mysterious creatures or unexpected encounters, one thing is certain: stay curious and subscribe to keep exploring the unknown. Check out this video and tell me if you'd classify this as a zombie snail or a snail disco party. Those vibrant, psychedelic eyes you just witnessed aren't a natural feature of these snails. In fact, they're the result of a parasitic hijacker known as the green-banded broodsac, which takes over the snail's body. These parasitic worms infiltrate the snail's eye stalks, seize control of its brain, and then pulsate to create the illusion of a dancing caterpillar. It's like something out of a zombie movie, but with a funky disco twist. But how does this parasitic takeover occur in the first place? Well, it all starts when the snail unwittingly encounters the parasite's eggs, often found in bird droppings. Once hatched, the larvae make their way to the snail's tentacles and form a sac. As the sac matures, it grows and eventually replaces the snail's eye stalk, rendering it blind and unable to retract the tentacle back into its body. Frankly, the whole process is equal parts disgusting and terrifying. Who would want to share the planet with creatures like these? Not me. This video serves as a reminder to never underestimate the cunning of wild animals, as they might just outsmart us. This video was captured by, well, you can say a monkey. The footage begins with a tourist innocently setting his camera on a bench before turning his attention to feeding the monkeys in the background. Little does he know, a sneaky monkey seizes the opportunity and snatches the camera, making a swift getaway, despite the tourist's efforts to chase the thief down. The monkey proves to be too nimble. Eventually, the monkey sets the camera down and proceeds to dismantle it, much to the horror of the helpless tourist who watches his expensive gadget being destroyed before his eyes. The monkey, seemingly satisfied with its handiwork, inspects the camera briefly before abruptly ending the recording. It's a bizarre yet strangely captivating spectacle, showcasing the unexpected antics of wildlife. And it serves as a valuable lesson for all tourists. Always secure your belongings, perhaps with a protective band tied securely around your arm, to prevent such incidents from happening again. Taking it back to 2020, this video showcases a truly strange phenomenon unfolding in the skies, leaving many to wonder if it had godly origins. Hailing from Florida, the footage was captured by a driver who noticed a strange, luminous object emerging from behind the clouds. It moved across the sky as if someone were wielding a giant flashlight, casting an ethereal glow. The sight persisted for over a minute before the video abruptly ended. It's a scene reminiscent of something out of a fantasy game, as if the heavens were sending us a rare quest or message. While some may interpret it as a sign from a higher power, a more grounded explanation could be at play. It's possible that sunlight filtering through unusual cloud formations is causing this luminous display, though we lack concrete proof. If you've encountered this strange phenomenon, or have insights to share, feel free to drop a comment below and join the discussion. Some people out there believe in the existence of aliens, claiming they might be lurking beneath the sea disguised as aquatic beings. I've always been skeptical, but videos like this one really make me question my doubts. In this footage from Kiowa Island, South Carolina, we witness a bizarre moment captured by a group of fishermen on their fishing expedition. As one of them records, another showcases a truly bizarre fish they've just reeled in. This fish is unlike anything they've encountered before, sporting a peculiar mouth like opening below its original head. Its body length and features are also far from the norm, but it's that unusual mouth that gives it an otherworldly appearance. With its gooey texture and an oddly shaped tail, it wouldn't be out of place in a sci-fi movie featuring extraterrestrial creatures. While it's possible that this fish is the product of some genetic mutation, mutations can sometimes yield eerie and unsettling results like this one. Now, the real question remains: will the fishermen decide to sell this mysterious catch at the market? Or will they make it disappear, never to be seen again. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.